Hello everyone, it is Pat with our weekly Oracle card reading and message for the week beginning the 6th and 7th of August, going through till the 12th and 13th. And I'm in a slightly different location this week. I'm in my local donut shop, my local coffee shop, because my Wi-Fi is down. So thankfully I have close to me this coffee shop with a little Wi-Fi hotspot that I can borrow into. Well, I have to come here anyways to get my messages, my emails, and things like that. So I thought I would try doing the weekly Oracle card reading and message, so we wouldn't miss a week. I know sometimes I skip weeks, so if there's a little bit of background noise, please forgive that back part. And you can pay attention to the s'mores sign in back of me. Oh, this side, that's where it is. Anyways, so for this week's reading, I'll be calling on the Archangel Oracle card deck like I usually do. And when I asked what other card to deck, the Fairies jumped out. The Fairies wanted to play with us this week. And I did also bring messages from the angels because I felt like there was just a card that wanted it or needed to come out from there. So I picked out the Archangel cards already. And so there was two that came out for this week. Oops, one dropped on the floor. So the first one that came out for us is this one. It's Archangel Zadkiel with the message of clairaudience. And this says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So this is, as far as our theme for the week, it's about listening, hearing, noticing. Noticing your own intuitive guidance that you hear from your angels, which oftentimes just comes as a word or a phrase that that you hear in your head, that you hear inside your mind, that maybe seems a little different, or not what necessarily, what you would normally think, or you're walking along wondering about something, and all of a sudden you hear, this directive inside your head about maybe a next step to take. So Zadkiel helps us to pay attention to that. Zadkiel is a very quiet, kind of like a little more studious type of angel. He helps with our cognitive functions, just like Archangel Uriel. He works with our intellect, but he also works with our heart. So this very much has to do, he helps to clear out our heart. So this very much has to do with compassionate listening as well. I think sometimes that comes into play. So, and interestingly enough, the other card that came out along with it, the other Archangel card, is this one from Archangel Azrael with Counselor. So I sense that as a theme for this week, maybe some of you out there are going to be providing some kind of comfort or counseling, maybe to a friend or a family member, or somebody who's going through a difficult time, or maybe someone who's lost someone, either someone or maybe a pet, because we know that pets are so much a part of our family. So the card says you're a natural counselor, and you help many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Archangel Azrael is the archangel who helps us to heal and recover from loss. And he also helps people who help people who are recovering from loss. So you might be doing that as a friend, as a family member, what have you. So these two are very much in line. The clairaudience card is about listening, and the counselor card is about providing comfort. So that may be a theme for those of you who are listening this week. You have to pardon my distracted attention because I know there's people coming in and out, and I don't want to be too much of an attraction, or people staring at me while I'm doing this for you. Anyways, let's call the Fairies and see what their messages are for us this week. Fairies, what do you wish us to know? There's some that spilled out here. All right, so the first couple, all right, there's actually quite a few. All right, so there's three. The first one that spilled out is this one. It's environmental awareness, all right? And so the bird that this particular fairy is holding is like a bird of prey, like a hawk, which is often thought of as the messenger. But this is about being aware of either your personal environment, or the environments of the world on a larger scale. Fairies are very in touch with the earth and what's going on with her. So the beginning of the week it feels like there's awareness, obviously, as the card says, about the environment that you're personally living in, or more, you might be seeing more stuff on the news about what's happening in the environment that maybe you were unaware of before. So there's awarenesses coming to you that are important for you to know, okay? So it may be you're becoming a little bit more sensitive to some of the environments that you personally are in, something in your household, something in your work environment that you may feel compelled to change, okay? So maybe it just feels, too negative or toxic to you. Something about it, you've just had it working under certain conditions, or, in your home. I think we got a little message about this last week about, clearing stuff out that's piled up in your home, or, clearing out a mess in a particular area of your home or something like that. So, or I think for some of you out there, it may be an awareness that, there could be like a mold or some kind of, sort of an environmental toxin. Maybe your air vents need clearing out or something like that. So anyways, just be, that's what the beginning of the week is bringing in for us. The second card that came in is new career. So interesting that with what came up with maybe part of the environmental awareness is your work environment. And then this says your work life is shifting, or your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Okay, so this is about the the dawning of a new career. It may not be completely in place yet, but it's like the dawning of it. For some other people, yes, it may be that you're completely being offered a new job. You have an opportunity that's being presented to you, or you see one. Maybe you, given what Zadkiel said, maybe you overheard something. Maybe it's an inner direction, that you've kind of heard inside your mind that it's time to move on to something else. So, but in either way, this card is so lovely and beautiful. Okay, this gets so many rainbow colors on it. This is a positive change, even if you don't feel quite ready to step into it. So anyways, middle of the week, there's stuff going on with new career. Either you're stepping into a new position. Someone is checking out my video from the window. But either, or maybe it's just you who's thinking about stepping into something new for yourself. You want to pursue a different types of career, but that very strongly comes up middle of the week. And the final card is this one about winter, and the fact that the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So it may be that the switch to the new career fully comes to fruition in the winter. All right. This is a, kind of when the angels and the cards give us a sense of timing about when things are going to take place. So, or it may be that the new career that you're looking for, the new position, maybe if you're going to go for a promotion in your current work and you're thinking about that, it's letting you know that it's going to come up in the wintertime. Okay. So, hang in there, have faith, use this time to prepare for it. That card at the end also, it's very, the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. This is very contemplative. It has to do with, I feel like it could also mean at the end, towards the end of the week, that things are temporarily on hold in some way. Winter is a time for contemplation of things. You kind of go into a little bit of hibernation. You think things through, that kind of stuff. So can be a combination of both, an answer to when things might take place for you. It also can just symbolize a phase that's in place where things are kind of on hold at the moment. You're thinking things through, maybe working on some projects that need to be finished, that kind of thing. So I'm going to pull a final card from this messages from your angels, and then we'll wrap up this reading so we can be done with the donut shop. But we thank them for their free Wi-Fi. All right, angels. This is messages from your angels, oracle cards. All right, so what do they wish us to know for the week? We'll just wait and see what flips out. That's usually my way of doing things. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, this is a nice message to get a star. It says, you deserve the best, so reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So that definitely speaks to those who are, if you're thinking of a new career that might be better for you, better suited to you, go for it. That is their message. That's definitely a go for it message. Don't dream too small. That kind of a theme going on with it. So listen to your intuition and bring comfort this week. And there's lots of things coming up in the works. So anyways, thank you so much for listening. Let me know your thoughts below, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.